this episode, we're gonna do a complete deep dive on the restoration of Project Prelude. We're gonna show it from a primered bucket of bolts to the beauty that she is now. Now, she's still not 100% done. There's some still quirks and things we gotta work out, but she's damn close. And as far as I'm concerned, this project is a wrap. And you can see little bits and pieces of Project Prelude on future episodes where we get the tuning done and things like that. And we get down and dirty and have some fun with it. So that being said, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. And hey, enjoy Project Prelude. Let's get to it. We have my 1992 Honda Prelude. I had a Honda Prelude, I was 18 or 19 to probably 22. It was one of the funnest cars I've ever owned, with some drag radials, basic bolt-ons, and a 75 shot of nitrous. We butt hurt a lot of Fox body Mustangs. Kind of regret selling it, so when I found one, I bought it. Oh, probably about 12 years ago, 12, 13 years ago now. We worked on it for a little bit, tore it down, and it sat. And it sat for about 11 years. Finally got it drug back over to the shop, and we're gonna start working on it. I wanna get it done this summer, so you'll be seeing a lot of footage from this. I'm just gonna bolt half the rack up. That'll get it good enough to move the car around and call it good for now, because I can't waste any more time looking for a stupid little U-shaped bracket. So, and because I get bored easy and I think I have ADHD or something, I can't just do one thing. I have to mess with everything. This is what I'm thinking about running for my intake. Basically, I'm going to stack, and these will all be welded together, 3 of the butterfly valves on top of the intake, all opened up and hogged out and ported out. And then hack the intake out and blend the intake in. So, no, that one's not hacked. So I'm gonna have a little bit of time on the die grinder for sure to get all that opened up and get those all welded in there. Get a little more plenum volume. High-rise intake on a Honda. I like it. I'm gonna smear some mud on the driver's side here and get a coat on that, and probably get a coat in this lower area while I let that set up. I'll strip and clean that stuff. So making some progress. And I've got these radiuses built, or these angles built nice and hard and sharp. And once I get everything nice and flat, I'm gonna come in and I'll cut these so they got a nice curved radius on it, but I wanna make it nice and flat and even, and then I will contour and radius everything once I get it the way I like it. This area in here is really close. I just need to sand that out. And then this area down here needs some work, and along with the side. the time has come. We're gonna spray some primer. I finally got all this filler halfway smoothed out, and we're ready to put our first coat of high build primer on. It has been a long 2 weeks, week and a half of getting this ready to go and doing other little stuff, but it is ready. So we're gonna tape some stuff off, mix up some primer, and we're gonna be back in the motherfucking booth. Once I put stuff in primer, it really shows everything. When it's still a little glossy, you can see all the little nicks, places where we burn through to the metal that are higher, like that one's really bad right there. And just kind of shows you all your pinholes and stuff that you missed, because it's really hard to see a pinhole until you put a coat on it, and there's, you know, 3 or 4 pinholes right there, so we'll have to address those. But this is the next step. Firewall looks awesome. I'm really glad we made that plate right there. Nice and flat. The only spot you're really gonna see in the engine bay, right there. Nice and flat and smooth. And yeah, we'll get one more coat on it, and we're gonna let it sit for a little while. Project Prelude. As you can see, I got a little bit done here. Got this stripped out. Got the back glass out. That worked out really well. Yeah, it fucking shattered. I had the bottom done here. It was all loose all the way around. And I was just giving the glass a little pickup right here just to try to figure out how I could get the wire tucked in there, and she exploded. You can still hear it snap, crackle, and popping. So yeah, that fucking sucks. I don't even know if you can get a rear glass for this anymore. So hopefully I can, otherwise this is gonna be a glassless car. And I think about all the cars that I've had the glass smashed out of them to become circle jerk cars, and yeah, that's a tough one. Plain sheet metal, except for that little frickin' booger shit right there. We're gonna have to do a little patch panel on that one, but that's what it is. It is a Honda Prelude. Look, hey, look, Zach's here. Oh fuck, you're on camera, bud. Sorry about that. Say something good for the camera. No me gusta Honda Prelude. No me gusta. But we are all clean, raw metal, and we are ready to spray some primer. So that. All right, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and just rub all over this thing. Just get all up in these hips and just rub on them. We're gonna find all the dents. I'm just gonna go ahead and circle them with a pencil. This side is pretty beat up. Got the back side of the roof 3/4 of the way done here. Just look at all these circles all the way down. It's probably going to correlate to like maybe a spot weld in here somewhere. You know, there's one right there, which would be right in here. Another one right there. So that's just factory sheet metal puckering up a little bit. It's not that obvious when it's painted, but we want to make a nice flat surface. We got to go ahead and address all these issues. I want to get this thing done this year. So we will be pulling the engine down from the loft and start trying to figure out how to route all the wiring harness for the wire tuck, and then where we'll figure out where we want to put our fuse block and things like that. Want to make sure we get all this stuff mocked up and fit before we get too far along in the body process. Up to speed, what we've been doing here is basically just going through the wire diagram and labeling every single plug, making sure that we have them all plugged into the right spot, because some of these plugs can plug into more than one location, and we don't want to get them mixed up and then build a wiring harness based off of wrong wires going to the wrong plugs, vice versa. We got all the loom stripped off, and what I'm going to start by doing right off the bat is just going ahead and weaving out all the things we're going to delete, such as the idle air control, the IAB, the EGR, and then got all my wires ran nice and tight, so that'll all be good there. And got the injector wires ran down through there nice and clean, and everything comes out here into a pigtail that will be added onto and cleaned up once I figure out exactly where I want it to go through into the engine bay. So I got a little bit of grief on a Fortune board forum, whatever, on Facebook about not reusing the factory mounts, and I always wanted to buy these, but they are rather expensive. So with the extra money from the Suburban, went ahead and bought myself a new set of mounts. Those things look beautiful compared to that guy right there. You know, look at that. It's amazing. We're able to get the valve springs and retainers for the stage 2 cams. Got a gasket kit for the upper plenum, and then we got a thermal gasket for the intake between the head. We got a manual tensioner. We have a tensioner with the bearing with a walk block on it, and then got a set of cam gears, adjustable cam gears, and then we got our Gates Racing timing belt. So all that stuff is ready for this. Okay, so we've got everything sanded with these little sandpaper disc things you get from Harbor Freight. I went through a 52 pack of them damn near to get to this point. They work really well to get in all these areas and clean them all up. So we got the intakes opened up quite a bit, and then got them nice and knife edged right there, so they're nice clean transition for air to flow across on all of those. Gained a lot of plenum volume in the upper half. For the spacers, we got those smooth. Probably put them in order. So right there we have the one that has a little bit of a tab in there, so we don't have to put JB Weld in there and do some sort of hokey stuff to get it to work. We got the next one. And the last one, and we'll have all those welded together. And then once we get them all welded, we'll come in here and clean up any little bit that's hanging over so it's nice and smooth all the way through. Now, what is going on with this Prelude? So, last weekend, Sunday, I made an unreasonable goal for myself, and I said that I could get the main chassis of the Prelude painted and finished by the end of next week. So it's Wednesday tonight, so I have till Sunday night to get this done. So I need to get the engine bay finished up. I need to block the whole car out again, and then spray another coat of primer on everything, and then wet sand it and make sure there's no sanding scratches in it. So the last couple days, we have got another coat of high build on the whole car. So the whole car is silver now, or silver, it's primer color. It's all gray now. And then we started working on the engine bay. We welded up all the holes up top, finished welding those holes down there, and there was a handful of holes in the firewall area. And once we started blocking everything out for the first time, huge low spot right where that pink area is, right there. So we really didn't have the engine bay that good. It was kind of roughed in and just put in primer. But yeah, that's got to be done. It's got to look good. So I've spent the last 2 nights sanding and getting all the nooks and crannies and crevices and just trying to clean up everything in here. Most of this area down in here and across the firewall is terrible. All right, guys, it's time for that magic moment. We are gonna put some color on this thing. I've got everything masked off. I got the last coat of sealer on here. It is fully cured out. We're gonna wipe it down. And we're gonna shoot some black on it. So it's gonna be cool. I'm excited, I'm pumped. I don't know if I have enough time tonight to get it cleared, but I'm gonna try for it. This is what a full cup of clear coat looks like on the ground. My custom paint gun holder right there let me down. I just got done topping her off, set her in there, turned my back on her, and she went ahead and fell on the ground. Dumped out all my clear coat. Mixed up some more. We're going for coat 5. something exciting is about to happen. Something that has not been on a black Prelude since 2005. We're gonna sticker this thing up. It's been a long time coming. It's gonna be good to see FTP back on a black Prelude. So let's get these damn stickers on.
Got the mic on. Spray time, baby. Woo!
One coat of primer down on the fenders of the door. Alright guys, well, last night I ran out of sandpaper. I did break out the hater block on this door, and the reason why I call it a hater block is because I hate it because, yeah, just when you think you got things straight, you go ahead and break out the long block, and then you find out that your door is not as straight as you thought. So we've been hammering this out the last couple nights. We've been getting everything blocked in, and we've got it all spread out, ready to get another coat of primer on it. So the deck lid here, we only got, you know, one coat. This is in the first stage, so it is blocked and ready to go for a nice heavy coat of primer. The fenders are looking really good. All this is all good. There's just a little bit of a deformation right here with all that compound when they stamp it. Some of it will be covered up by a mud flap, but since while we're here, we might as well just try to make that a little flatter, make it look a little better, because, you know, hey, why not? We're doing it, we're gonna spray it, we might as well sand some more, because hey, who doesn't love sanding? All right, the doors. This door, it is probably at least one coat behind the other door, because it's passenger side, so that was already behind schedule. So we've got a little bit of a low spot here around the front and the back of the door handle, which is to be expected, and then we got a little bit of a low right through here. So I'm gonna go in there and fog this area nice and heavy, kind of touch those areas up real good, and then hit my two coats on it. This door over here actually sanded out really well. Got a little bit of a high spot because there's a low spot here and here, so I'm just gonna fog this whole area up real good. Again, a little low through here, so I'll come and just hit these areas real hard, and then do my two coats on top of that. So also got the spoiler cleaned up and mudded up. There's still a few pinholes and stuff that, you know, we'll find after we put primer on. There's a spot right there I need to sand, so I'm gonna have to touch that again real quick. But yeah, we're moving along. It's not going as fast as I want it to do, it never does, but hey, we're getting one step closer. So let's go get some primer mixed up and let's get these things gray. Oh yeah, the gas cap door. Just a little bit of a low spot right here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and load it up with some primer. We'll block it out. Yeah, buddy. Okay guys, we've got everything back in primer again. So we went ahead and buried the deck lid in a good solid heavy coat. I think it had 3 coats on that, and then again with the spoiler, we're trying to play a little catch up on that because it was behind schedule. Shit. I gotta move all this stuff so I can push the car in. Whatever. What's up guys? New night, back here working on Project Prelude. So last night we got the door and fender resealed, so tonight we're gonna go ahead and wet sand the door and the fenders, and then we're probably gonna go ahead and scuff the deck lid and the door and the, I don't know, license plate filler thing for the deck lid, and probably maybe try to spread this stuff out in here. I don't know if I have enough room, but I'd like to just get it all painted tonight. That would be an awesome achievement, so that's what we're gonna go after. So let's see if we can get it done. All right, what's up guys? Got everything wet sanded, scuffed, got everything moved around, kind of rearranged some stuff in here. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just try to paint all of this in this really clean paint booth with all the shit on the floor, because you know, that's how we roll. You know, painting what we got, and right now we got a bobcat in here that's completely immobilized and we're gonna have to work around it, which sucks. But that is what it is, so let's mix up some paint. Actually, first, let's get some wax and grease remover on that. Get it wiped out, get it ready for paint. Let's go ahead and spray 3 coats of black, 5 coats of clear, and make this stuff shiny. Make car parts shiny again. Yeah, I'm gonna make a hat that says that. Yeah, buddy. Why do I keep saying yeah, buddy? I don't know. Oh yeah, we got it wiped out. We got some paint mixed up. It is time to squirt this. It's a little cold in here yet. I'm trying to get the garage to warm up, but we're doing our best here. So let's fucking spray this stuff. What is up, guys? I've got some good news. We have got some base coat and clear coat on the doors. They're looking good. We fixed all those weird spots. The clear coat actually laid down pretty good. Got the fenders over here done, the deck lid hidden in the corner. I also got the taillights. I did this edge right here in the inside, body match that, so the taillights are gonna match the body. That's gonna be sweet. This is an awesome moment because these doors have been a month-long process of every time I get ready to paint them, something bad happens and it makes me wanna cry. And I have threatened to push the car out and start it on fire about 5 times in the last month. So this is good. I'm happy. I'm gonna go ahead and finish my beer, celebratory beer, because I finally got this shit done, and strip the tape probably off those taillights just for fun, just to see what they look like. So, okay, so we are gonna start buffing out and polishing this driver's side here. So this has been wet sanded with 800 grit, 1500 grit, and 2500 grit. And we're gonna start with our fast cutting foam. I got these bad boys from Harbor Freight. They work actually really amazingly. And using our TransStar cutting compound. So when we're doing this, we want to go ahead, the buffer is going to be going in a circular direction like this. We want to make sure we're putting our pressure on the side that is going off of the edges or going off the body panels. We don't want to be having it come onto the body panel with the pressure because it'll eat all the paint off right on this edge. We want to be lifting off of it. In some of these areas in here where you're coming off of it, but then you're going to come on this way, you got to be careful and you got to make sure you work that in a way so that your buffer wheel is not grabbing these corners. So light pressure and just slow work these angles nice and easy just to get this stuff polished. Because we do not want to paint any more body parts again like we did on the deck lid. So let's go ahead and get this set up and get this polished because I want to see it shiny again. Oh yeah, the time has come. We're gonna get some epoxy primer on the block, in the trans, in the intake, and the valve cover, and it's about time to get this stuff painted and get it put back in the car. So the coilovers on top are the rears, the ones in the bottom, those are the fronts. That's what we're after. So let's get them yanked out and get them put on. Well, we got oil pressure. Yes, we finally got a little pressure building. Oh, that's beautiful sight. Oh, yes. That makes me very happy. That makes me really happy. I was really concerned about that. So what I'm gonna go do is go get a key turner to get over here and turn the key so I can run the throttle and check timing and see if we can get this bad bitch to start. Yes, it's cranking and popping. So, I mean, that's good. I might want to. Let's see if we can start it anyway. Woo! That was a fireball. That was a backfire out of the intake. Oh! Firing order is way off. I just put the plugs on and I don't know, I didn't even check the firing order. Holy shit, it starts! Holy Toledos! Huh? It died. Well, we're just pulling back up to the house, so I'm going to sign off and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.